Hello Libra, welcome to your May 2022 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We'll start off with the sound bowl just to get tuned into the energy cleanser space. So if you'd like to take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Okay Libra, let's see what May has in store for you. I'm going to be doing 3 piles. The first pile will be current energy starting the month off. The middle pile will be anything that's unseen, any challenges, obstacles or surprises. And then the final row will be the outcome. I will be cutting the deck. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Energies are non-gender specific. And if you do like the video, please hit the like button, comment, share, and subscribe if you like. Okay. First card we have is Illumination. Something is coming to light. I'm going to get most of the cards out before I start blabbering on. So where it has been misty, then now is clarity. Thank you. Okay. Milk and honey. Okay, 51 reduces to a 6. The land of milk and honey. Oh, now you did have a pretty powerful April, I have to admit. So it seems like you're still on the, upward swing here. Oh, and nice, your outcome is play. Don't be so serious, have some fun. Celebrate. This is definitely a time of celebration for you. Things are really coming to light. Okay, let us see what the mages have in store. Okay, I'll be cutting the deck. May 2022 for the beautiful sign. Oh, Libra, you've got the Fool card. Hello, brand new venture coming up for you. Okay, let's see what else is coming up for you. It's like you created a clean slate for yourself, a blank canvas. The Emperor, all right. And the High Priestess, very, very nice. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit deeper with the Fountain Tarot now. Feels like, hang on. All right, we have the 4 of Cups and Temperance. Okay. With your obstacles or surprises, we have 6 of Wands, Celebration, and the Moon. It's going to be interesting to clarify that card. Right, and your outcome is the 3 of Swords and the Lovers. All right. Okay. So you started pretty strong in the beginning. So you've got this great illumination. Now you feel that you've got some sort of clean slate, some sort of new beginning that you have now the energy supporting you for that, because the Fool goes out in the world enthusiastic. He's completed the full cycle from the Fool all the way to the world, and now he rides back at the Fool for the next major cycle in his life. Okay. There does seem to be that it's like you're feeling the energy is supporting you, but it feels like a very sort of soft, gentle energy as you get the light coming in, the mistiness sort of clears, and now you can see that the timing has been absolutely perfect. This has allowed for you to do some 4 of Cups. Well, it's weird because in my head I saw the 4 of Swords, which is more the healing card, because I was feeling that energy there. But the 4 of Cups does mean that perhaps for some time you've been a bit like, feels like you got a little bit comfortable in the norm. And what I mean by that is that you've reached that point where you look around yourself, you look at your environment, your lifestyle, your family, your friends, your work, your passions, and because you've reached that stage of counting your blessings and trying to be grateful for what you have, with it, you don't necessarily, you're not feeling the passion, okay? You're not feeling the kind of va-va-voom of life. You're not even, and because you don't want to be ungrateful for what you have compared with other people in the world who are suffering or in a lot of pain. So there might be the tendency for you to go, well, I've got my basic essentials met, and I'm a bit hesitant to sort of take any calculated risks at the moment because, you know, I should just kind of, even though I might not be very enthusiastic or very fulfilled at this time, it's kind of, it's a safer option. That's what this card is telling me with the Four of Cups, right? But when we've got the Fool and the Temperance and the Illumination, what it's really saying, these energies over here, they kind of overspill into this. They have more energy attached, meaning that actually the time is actually right to take that leap of faith, to take a new adventure. We will be clarifying deeper, just so that you're aware, but there is energy supporting you to take that fourth cup. Now, traditionally, the fourth cup over there, which he doesn't see, he's got the three cups in front of him, which is everything that he has, and he's a bit bored, he's a bit complacent, right? The fourth cup, traditionally in tarot, is a cup that's offered by the universe for you. So I do feel with the Temperance card, you have been kind of tempering yourself. You've been kind of, I would say, nobody wants to live in a very spiky world, right, where you have extreme highs and extreme lows. I mean, life is generally will go up and down, but no one wants to live in a very extreme version of that. And so what you've been doing is you've been tempering yourself. You've been making sure areas of your life are as balanced as you possibly can make it. But now, as you enter May, particularly because you had such a powerful April, it's saying, okay, now we need to take the blinkers off. Now let's see past those clouds there. And the illumination is that you've actually created enough balance for yourself for a springboard platform to venture forward. And I would say the timing is absolutely right because of that Temperance card. Okay, the Temperance card is usually the angel of timing, the divine timing. All right, so I would say that it's definitely, even if something is offered to you, an opportunity is offered to you, an option, love, a cup of love, anything like that, you may be feeling initially like, nah, maybe I should just keep what I've got, like it's all right, you know, don't rock the boat. I would say the energy is absolutely supporting you to do this, okay, and the timing is perfect for you, okay. What is unseen for you at this moment is you do have some, you're going to be entering into a very powerful position if you're able to take this leap of faith, this leap into the unknown, brand new territory, and it's going to put you in the land of milk and honey. I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? The Emperor is very, very strategic, very cunning. He can plan ahead, and all of a sudden he's got this heightened sense of authority that he is more in charge. He is more of a leader in that right, and he is governed by the head space, the mental space, and that solar plexus fire energy, very masculine energy there. He's also, in this particular deck, he's got the face of a lion, right? So he's got not only the bravery, but he's got the pride attached to it. And what I see here is the reason why it feels like the land of milk and honey is this offering that's actually being offered to you, this brand new leap of faith, is recognizing you for all the efforts that you've done, okay, with that Six of Wands. So it could be work related that this offer comes in for you, but whatever it is, you are receiving either awards, you're receiving compliments, you're receiving recognition and acknowledgement for the hard work that you've done, okay. But it does come with the Moon card, so it does feel like you either don't see this coming, or there's some hidden details attached, which we will go to in a bit deeper when I clarify. As we move from that, the outcome of the month is more of a heavy feeling, and it does seem to be playing with matters of the head versus the heart, okay? ultimately, what you need to be focusing or trying to tune in, if you can, is your intuition, okay? And it's quite difficult to know what that is because it's not exactly instinct. Instinct is a slightly different thing. Instinct, our gut feelings, are ways that we have actually been sort of programmed ourselves from childhood to trust that feeling, trust that weird feeling, and you usually feel it in your gut, but it's a programmed system. Whereas the high priest says the intuition is all about freedom. It's less about, okay, I don't trust this or I trust this. That doesn't even come into the equation. It's just that pull to go somewhere, to do something, without allowing the head to operate or instrument or kind of project down multiple avenues of where it could lead you. So it's basically saying when you have fun and you play and not be so serious, you can pull in more of this natural intuition that is very strong for you near the end of that May, because it does feel like there is a choice that needs to be made, which may make you feel quite, let's just say, sad, because we've got the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords, it is a sword. So a sword talks about intellect, right? It talks about the mind, body. But the Lover's card sometimes can be love, can be passion, enthusiasm. But traditionally, it's also that choice card, needing to make a choice. Also, in some cases with the Lover's card, it's traditionally they had a third party in the card as well. So it could be even a third party situation. But we're going to clarify and see what's actually happening here for you. But a very strong month for you if you're able to take that cup from the universe, that opportunity, because it looks very, very promising. But it may just put you into a bit of a you see, the Emperor can be quite serious as well. So if you've taken on a new opportunity and a new responsibility, you know, the Emperor is responsible for his entire kingdom. It could lead you to that space where you initially had created that clean slate there. It could bombard you with many choices and perhaps even a choice whereby you have to sacrifice or give something up. Let's clarify, what is this Four of Cups all about, please, for Libra? Oh, it's loads. Okay, we've got the Justice, Temperance again, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. Yes, typically this is, it's all pretty much saying the same thing. So justice is coming in your favor with that offering coming towards you, because where you have been kind of looking at what you got, and even though you might not be like enthusiastic about it, you're like, well, I need to be grateful for what I have, my blessings, which is I've got a roof over my head, I've got food in my mouth, I need to really look at those blessings to sort of, because I'm actually good. I'm good compared to, you know, I could compare it with a lot of people out there who are very, very struggling. And it does feel like it's hitting you, it's hitting you in the pocket. It's hitting with regards to your ownership of things, whether that be money or property or tangible materials. It seems to be hitting you in that front and been causing you a little bit of internal conflict, which is why that offering is coming in to bring the balance back, the scales back into balance for you. So I would say that it is perfect timing for you. It is at that leap of faith. I would go for it, because it's going to take you outside of that energy of complacency. I'm going to actually put these cards back in because there's so many, and I don't want to I don't want to limit any of the other cards that I pull out, just in case something needs to come out again. Okay, Temperance. Let's clarify Temperance, please. Now, Temperance has come up twice. Temperance at divine timing, that activating between the physical world and the spirit world, even having that fine balance. Okay, Temperance, please, for Libra. Thank you. Right. Yeah, four coins. Yeah, it's definitely you've been trying to hold on to what you've got. Okay, it's pretty much what I said with the Four of Cups. You want to count your blessings. You want to you don't want to rock the boat. You're not really, you feel like you're not ready sort of to take that leap of faith, But it's you're kind of holding on a bit too tightly. And so I would definitely go for this opportunity that comes your way. Definitely. And I feel like it's going to be coming in quite fast because we had that 8 of Wands over there, and that Knight of Swords, which is fast information, communication coming through. Okay. Let us look at the 6 of Wands. Can we clarify the 6 of Wands, please? What is this? Recognition, celebration. Thank you. 2 of Cups. Interesting. So it does feel like, is there anything else? It's weird, you know, the energy I'm getting from this, more so of it being like a partnership, whether it be business or romantic or family or whatever, someone you're very, very close to and you normally see eye to eye to, rather than them coming to you and saying, wow, I'm really impressed. I admire what you do, and the fact that you're taking this new cup and this new opportunity. That is what it would generally represent, but the energy I'm sort of getting is actually someone from the past coming in. So someone that you haven't heard from in a while. It's like, you know, when you have a little bit of success in your life, all of a sudden the friends that you're not your frenemies, I don't like that term at all, but acquaintances and buddies that you've had like for the past 10, 20 years, all of a sudden, as soon as you're in the limelight, they come swarming in to pay their respects, let's just say. And that's the kind of thing that I'm feeling with you, but I'm feeling like it could be a past love. Even if you're in a relationship now, it feels like someone who you have in the past had some sort of connection, like undeniable chemistry or connection with, is coming forward and really honoring you during this time. And that could be why things get a little bit pickled over here. Anything else for the 6 of Wands, please? We are in Mercury retrograde, so it's a kind of thing that would come up in Mercury retrograde. Hierophant. So, I mean, it could be a Taurus. But if the Hierophant is all about raising the stakes, okay? So raising the stakes either with your spiritual ascension or higher learning or anything like that. Anything where you are kind of seeking higher advice. Sometimes a Hierophant is called the Pope. So it represents, even though, you know, Catholicism and all that, you know, who everyone's got their own belief systems. But if you think about, traditionally speaking, in an old-fashioned sense or an old energy, a Hierophant or a holy man would be a person with higher wisdom attached. And that is a thing that is that you are being celebrated for. And it also puts you in that space of higher learning. But I do feel it's kind of also connected to this 2 of Cups, in that perhaps if it was a previous love interest who returns back into your life, perhaps you're on more of a vibrational match with them now for there to be a return. I don't know why that's coming up, but let's just see. Okay, we've got Justice again. We've got King of Pentacles. It could be an Earth sign, because we've got the Hierophant here. We've got the King of Pentacles, which is an Earth sign. Remember, gender's non-specific. So we've got the Justice. We've got the King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Hangman. Oh, okay. So this is all under the moon. This is why it could be a bit of a tricky situation, because we've got Justice coming up again. It's like needing to be just, needing to be fair. We've got 2 court cards here. One's King of Wands, one's a King of Pentacles. One is a very sort of solid, stable, earthy kind of person who is very almost traditional. He is, you know, quite, again, non-gender specific. I'm just saying he'd be someone who sees the long term in something. Okay, he implements small steps because he's got the goal in focus. And then you've got the King of Wands, and this King of Wands is someone who is very enigmatic, very enthusiastic, makes things happen, but is gets fired up about it, and it usually happens as like a whirlwind romance or whirlwind kind of energy. And then we've got the Hanged Man here, which is that lingering and suspending between the two, like not quite sure, you're wanting to see both sides. So it could be a situation where you're either in a relationship and someone from the past returns, okay, and it puts you in a bit of a situation where you kind of, nothing is clear. Now you start the month off with that illumination, and then of course the moon turns up, which makes things a little bit hazy again, but only in the filter, I would say, of like, I want to say romance, but this could also relate to work, because the King of Wands is work related and the Emperor is so strong here. So there could be something that's a little bit tied in potentially for some for some people, meaning that perhaps an opportunity has come up in the workplace and you're now working with someone that you worked before with in the past, and perhaps there was some romantic interest there. But ultimately, with the Justice card coming up again, it's basically saying you need to weigh up your options. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to do what's good for your higher self as well. And think in the long term. Now, I would say between, I can't make a choice for you because that's not allowed, free will. But between the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, the one who would stand the test of time as it relates to the Emperor would be the King of Pentacles. And there's also the earthy sign there too. But here you are kind of going, oh, I don't know which way to go. Do I go this way or do I go that way? And again, you're torn, you're hanging from a different perspective. You're wanting to see things from a different perspective. So even though it feels wonderful, it's almost like, whether it be romantic or whether it just be work related or a project that you've done or move that you've made, you're feeling like you're in the land of milk and honey. Okay, everything's kind of, you're being showered with attention and love and praise, which is really, really lovely. But it has a tendency to make you feel a little confused about what it is you want. Because it's very easy for us to think the grass is green, and I'm not saying it is, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, that's your choice. But you're starting to see yourself in a higher level that other people are now seeing you in, because of the Hierophant, and sometimes the Two of Cups can talk about seeing you as yourself, being in touch with your higher self. But I do feel like everyone else is seeing it around you. You've got people around you supporting you and praising you for this, which is amazing. But it may just put you in a state of like, oh God, a little bit of confusion. And I would say confusion because we've got the Hangman, we've got the Lovers card over here. But initially, I would say, don't jump the gun with anything. Just make sure that you see the whole perspective, the whole picture, as the Hangman does. That's the advice coming up. Okay, look at it upside down. Okay, and then see if it still rings true. Let's go to the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here, please? Okay, yeah, we've got the confusion again, right next to the Hangman with that Seven of Cups. There you go. Options to choose from, right? Okay, so we have a loss here with the Ten of Swords. We have Six of Pentacles. We've got Wheel of Fortune, and then we've got that Four of Cups again. Okay, so there is definitely a turning of the wheel. There's a turning phase going on, going from, again, it feels like, let me get the Lovers card first. Hang on. Why is the Lovers card here, please? Why is the Lovers card here? Libra. Thank you. Ace of Swords. Ah, yes. And Eight of Swords. Okay, so this for me is kind of a very clear message, but it's quite a subtle message. And it kind of makes sense because the High Priestess is the master of subtlety, right? You can ask her a straight up question. She'll give you the straight up answer, but she'll know far more about the situation. So you've really got to sort of sit with your intuition there. Three of Swords, it does feel to me very, very simple. Okay. You have been used to difficulties and losses to the degree where you are now unfamiliar with gifts being bestowed to you, with that Six of Pentacles, with the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor and offerings coming in. You are so, it's like it's been hard for so long. But I know last month was good, but I'm talking longer than that, okay? When I say good, it was kind of on the upward swing, right? It feels like you're maybe struggling to trust it because you're so used to having to be careful of your finances, make sure that you've got your general quota going on, right? And now that you're being presented with choices, and that's a promising thing, and the wheel is turning in your favor. It's like you're kind of not used to being in that situation, and so there is almost like a loss. It sounds weird, right? But it's like a loss of the old way. You are now on unfamiliar territory as it relates to opportunities and you being, showered with gifts and praise. And so in a way, it's kind of making you feel a little bit you feel sad, but you don't know why you feel sad. And it's all in the mental body. It's not in the heart, it's in the mental body. Okay. But here's a choice here. The Lovers is the choice. The Lovers basically provides that question for you. Do you choose passion, or do you choose to keep yourself in that headspace? Because we've got the Ten of Swords here and the Eight of Swords with the Ace of Swords. So basically, the choice you have, and this is the only thing that you can do intuitively through that High Priestess, is do you choose a new understanding of where, and this is like the truth serum, a new understanding of how things look and how things sit in your mental body? Do you choose a new perspective? Or do you choose to stay imprisoned in your mental body and feel trapped? And so it's weird because there's so many cards coming up, but it's a very, very simple message. The outcome, and it's quite subtle as well. The outcome is it feels like you don't want to say, when we get, how do I put this? When a person goes through difficult times and the time stretches out into a period of time, right? Be it 3 weeks to 3 years, whatever the case may be, but it becomes like a cycle, right? And it's tough and it's hard and it's suppressive and it's a struggle, okay? When that lifts and when the Wheel of Fortune turns again in our favor to give us some blessings, some more blessings, more than we imagined, then it's almost like you're saying goodbye to that old cycle that you've completed. And I know it's an old cycle because we've got the Fool here with that new, this is now the new cycle, okay? So it does feel to me that there is that choice that you can make. Do you make the choice to sit in that old space of, okay, it's life is a struggle? Or do you choose to see it from a whole new perspective? Because if you choose to see it as life as a struggle, what you're doing is you're essentially trapping yourself and you are bombarding your mind with thoughts leading to like the vibration of struggle or difficulties. So it is a very subtle outcome. That's why they say play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious, because they're basically saying you've had a really tough time. Now it's time to get really excited about your next cycle, your next journey, your next chapter, your next step. And we've got all of a sudden you being showered with gifts and praise, and you end the month going off like, yeah, but do I trust it? Do I trust it? Well, yes, I would say trust it. Trust it. You deserve this and you deserve it and more. Okay, love it or more. So the choice here really is, do you see something for how it truly can be and is, or do you choose to hold yourself back? No one deliberately chooses to hold themselves back, but we get caught up in a habit, right? So if you can really spend a bit of time to just check in with yourself, check in with your thoughts, where they're taking you. Is it down the land of milk and honey, or is it down a sort of a dark and dingy area? That's it. That's all I have for you. Libra, I hope that this resonated. I hope it helped. I wish you all the best. Congratulations for all of this. This is wonderful. And I hope you enjoy a bit more celebration, a bit more fun and play. I will see you next time. Take care.